keep having clients that tell me how often their dog smells on their walks, and they're feeling frustrated because they just keep having to stop. Like they're trying to go get somewhere and their dog is stopping, or you're walking with a friend and you're constantly having to stop on those walks. I totally know what you're talking about, and I know it can be really frustrating when this happens. So I'm sure some of you are experiencing this. And you want to be able to take your dog on a walk, and you want to be able to get from point A to point B, and you want to be able to enjoy your walk, and I totally get that. I want to be able to help you understand something. So dogs' noses are a lot stronger than ours. So like when we're walking, we're actually taking mostly visual things into our brain. Like we're looking at what we're seeing. We're not so into smelling or tasting or hearing. We're watching our environment. Whereas a dog, like their eyesight is actually really, really blurry. And they can't even see as many colors as we can. Their nose, though, is super, super powerful. In fact, their nose can smell through water. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about, dogs that can sniff out bombs and drugs and things like that. They have really, really powerful noses. So it's extremely difficult for them to go on a walk and to not use their nose at all. So it's kind of like if we were to go on a walk and not use our eyes at all, that would be really hard. Definitely a lot different because we wouldn't be able to see where we're going to go and bonk into things. But, just to help you have a little bit of relatability, because positive dog training is about reaching our goals, but it's about reaching our goals in a way that is team-oriented. So we kind of want to do a little bit of give and take where we're able to get from point A to point B, but we're also allowing our dogs to smell some of the time. It doesn't have to be excessive. We don't have to let them smell every single thing. We don't need to stop for a minute or 5 minutes and let them sniff all they want. But we do want to kind of realize, yeah, you have a really strong nose, so I do need to let you smell at least some of the time. So generally, I like to use a command target or leave it to remove the dog away from their smell or to get them to stop smelling. So target is getting your dog to touch their muzzle to your hand, target. And you can train that really easily. And then when they're smelling around on the walk, you can go ahead and say target to get them to lift up their nose and back to your hand. And then you could do some target training as you're moving forward on your walks to get them to keep moving forward a little bit. You could also give a command on when your dog is allowed to smell. So you could say go sniff, and then drop a whole bunch of treats on the ground if there is nothing for them to smell at that point. So they learn this is a time for me to smell. You can just be encouraging and walk forward in a really happy manner. Come on, Fido, let's go! And just be super exciting to break them off the smell. There has to be some time when you do just stop and let them smell for a few seconds, a few minutes, every now and then, because dogs need to be dogs. So it is more about balance than completely stopping the smelling altogether. So I hope that helps you be able to create a more pleasant leash walk. And if it's not, then I really want you to ask yourself this question. Why is it so important for your dog to not sniff? What thoughts and emotions are you having around it? And can you work on changing those? Could you start walking with a thought that's like, I wonder how I can be a team with my dog, or I wonder what it would look like if my dog's allowed to smell some of the time and I can walk forward. Or, how can this walk be enjoyable while we both get to do what we want to do? So changing our mindset will then change your actions and your emotions and can be really, really helpful. So if you would like to learn more mindset tools, definitely wait for our next tip because you will learn more about that in depth. And even more so, if you want to get a lot of great tools and tricks and training methods To get your dog to walk loosely on a leash, then sign up for our loose leash walking webinar. It will be live on Zoom on June 9th, and we would love to see you there. Go to the website, ohio4leggedscholars.com/webinar to sign up now. See you there.